The tension inside the Labour Party has exploded once again, and this time, it's Angela Rayner at the centre of the storm. Reports are pouring in that she has had a full-blown meltdown behind closed doors, furious over what she sees as yet another betrayal by Keir Starmer. Insiders claim Rayner has even threatened to walk away entirely, believing that Starmer is deliberately setting her up to fail just as the general election looms larger on the horizon. It's a dramatic showdown that's exposing the deep cracks in Labour's leadership, and it couldn't come at a worse time. Angela Rayner, the deputy leader who was once seen as the fiery heart of the Labour movement, has long had a complicated relationship with Starmer. Publicly, they've maintained a front of unity, but those close to the action know the truth has been far more strained. Starmer, the cautious and calculated former barrister, and Rayner, the straight-talking working-class fighter from Stockport, have always been an odd couple. Now, it seems the simmering tensions have finally boiled over. According to sources close to Rayner, she feels that recent decisions from Starmer's office have left her dangerously exposed. Policy shifts, controversial candidate selections, and growing unrest among Labour's traditional base are piling pressure on her, but without the backing she needs from the leadership team. One insider said bluntly, she feels like she's been sent out to do the dirty work while Starmer hides in the background, and she's had enough. Behind closed doors, Rayner is said to have erupted in frustration, warning that if the situation doesn't change, and fast, she might simply walk away rather than be hung out to dry. The immediate flashpoint appears to have been the decision to sideline Rayner on key policy announcements. Despite her senior role, she has increasingly been kept out of the loop, only finding out about major shifts in Labour's platform at the same time as the press. That kind of treatment would be galling for any senior figure, but for Rayner, who built her brand on authenticity and loyalty to Labour's working-class roots, it's a deep personal insult. It feeds a growing feeling that Starmer's inner circle is systematically trying to weaken her influence. Some say it's all part of a deliberate strategy. Starmer, worried that Rayner's outspoken style could alienate middle-class voters, reportedly wants to keep her on a tighter leash. But trying to clip Rayner's wings is playing with fire. She has a deep well of support within the party's grassroots, and alienating her could spark a rebellion Labour simply can't afford right now. With the Conservatives in turmoil and the next election offering a real shot at power, Labour needs to be unified. Instead, it's threatening to tear itself apart from within. The question now is what Rayner will actually do. Threatening to walk is one thing, following through is another. But even the fact that such threats are being whispered speaks volumes about how toxic the atmosphere has become. Some within Labour fear that if Rayner resigns or is pushed out, it will trigger a wave of resignations and infighting that could shatter the party's credibility just as voters are starting to pay closer attention. For Rayner, the stakes are huge. Her personal story, rising from a teenage mother living in council housing to deputy leader of the Labour Party, has always made her a symbol of grit and determination. Walking away would be seen by many as a principled stand against a leadership she no longer trusts. But it would also be a huge risk, potentially ending her political career at a time when Labour is on the brink of government. As for Starmer, he's playing a dangerous game. By sidelining Rayner, he may think he's clearing the path to a smooth, professional campaign. But without the energy, authenticity, and connection to working-class voters that Rayner brings, Labour risks looking like just another establishment machine. In a political climate where authenticity still matters, especially outside of London, that could be a fatal mistake. As it stands now, the situation is a powder keg. Every statement, every appearance, every leak from inside the party is being scrutinised for signs of collapse. And make no mistake, if Angela Rayner decides to walk, it will be a political earthquake. Starmer's careful plans could unravel in an instant, plunging Labour back into chaos just when it thought it had finally turned a corner. Will Starmer manage to patch things up and keep Rayner on side? Or is this the beginning of yet another bitter civil war inside Labour? Either way, one thing is clear. This story is far from over, and the next few weeks could define the future of the Labour Party, and perhaps the future of Britain itself.